Hello everybody and welcome into the 2024 edition of the top 5 best Minecraft OP prison servers. This is a list of my favorite and best Minecraft prison servers going into the new year, and we're going to be playing a very brief amount of each server to give you guys a quick sample of what they have to offer and show you all the cool features that they have. And remember, if you do connect to any of these servers or find this information or this list useful, please make sure you do subscribe and like this video, as it does help me out a ton. And with the help of everybody that tunes into these videos, we could actually hit 100,000 subscribers this year. Now, our number one placement has been kind enough to sponsor the top rank in this video to give away to you guys, so stay tuned to their placement to find out how to win. But let's get into our top 5 list here of Minecraft prison servers. So in at number 1, we've got the favorite AkumaMC. Welcome in AkumaMC to number 1 spot. Of course, this has been on number 1 for the last couple of videos as well, and there is no surprise that with a brand new season just around the corner, they are taking the number 1 spot again this year. Now, I've actually been given exclusive access to their test server because right now we're in between seasons, so this is actually like exactly the perfect time for this to happen, because everything's going to be reset, everyone's going to be on an even playing field, and of course with a reset comes some adjustments, some quality of life updates and all that good stuff, so you know that this next season is going to be awesome. But with a regular reset kind of scale, that's actually one of my favorite things about this server. So I can't speak too much for like future seasons because obviously I don't know this information. However, Akuma has tended to reset every kind of 4 to 6 weeks, I would like to say, maybe a little bit longer actually, but that's kind of the perfect time for you to get the whole experience of the server, be competitive and all that good stuff. Now, Akuma has a system which is actually very awesome, that actually everybody on the server gets their own P mine. Like, that's just how it is. Everyone gets their own private mine that you level up and you grind towards just by yourself. Like, no one else has to be in your mine, but you can add people if you want to. So Akuma's progression system works on a rank and prestige system. Now, prestiges are solely gained by money and through token enchants such as prestige finder and stuff like that. It's essentially a way that you can flex your ability in prisons. Like prestiging, that's essentially what it's for. And every time you get X amount of prestiges, you get gems, which is like a secondary currency. So when it comes to enchanting, you have token enchants, you have gem enchants, and then when you get to completion of like ranks, you get to rebirth, and then you can use rebirth points to actually enchant additional enchants. So it's a very kind of in-depth system, and it's entirely rewarding based on your progress over the whole season. And of course, if you want to play with your friends, then you can create a gang. Like I said earlier, you can invite friends to your mine, although, you know, you kind of want to progress your own mine as well. So there are gangs, and there are actually benefits of having a gang. It's not just having a group of people. You can get unique boosts and stuff like that. Now, one of the things I definitely recommend for new players to Akuma is to complete the /tutorial, because after completing this, you're actually going to be claiming a free rank, the Titan rank. You'll get it for free on the server, and it's one of those things that you just want to do, because why would you not want a free rank? And one of my personal favorites of this server, and something that people have mentioned a lot to me that they like, is the fact that you pretty much never have to buy anything on this server. Like, even top rank, people will grind to top rank just based on like their game time and getting in-game items and selling them and stuff like that. So nothing is like unachievable on here. I mean, there's enchants that literally give you free crate keys right at the start of the game, and I think that is one of my favorite features. And the fact that you can just get unlimited things like that is hugely, like, I don't know, hugely attractive to me on a server. Now, this is very much the definition of OP prisons. Okay, you guys will see how quickly you can become very overpowered, how much money you're making, how many prestiges you're making, and all that good stuff. And then as you get your ranks up, the mine actually upgrades, and you can get this mine to an absolutely massive size. So you guys will notice very quickly what OP prisons is when you join this server. But like I said, they did in fact sponsor a top rank for us to give away in this video. So all you guys need to do to be in with a chance of winning that, it's a $300 rank, is you need to like this video, you need to subscribe, you need to comment your username and have joined the server before, and then you need to comment with that your favorite prison server. As long as you've done all of those requirements, then you will in fact be entered. I'm going to let this run for a little while. I think it'll probably be for a couple of weeks or so. So get your entries in. I'll let you all get an opportunity. And yeah, obviously this was just a small preview of what the server has to offer. If you wish to see any more of this one, then I do actually have an active prison series on this server. So if you go to like any of my past videos in the last, I don't know, like year, then it will be on this server. So if you want to see more Akuma content and know more about what the server's about, then you can go ahead and check out any of those videos. But yes, AkumaMC undoubtedly takes the #1 slot for me in this top 5 5 prison server video for 2024. Okay, up into the number 2 spot in 2024 is going to be ComplexPrison. Now, this is actually one that we've checked out before in one of our top 5 kind of videos, and I believe, I can't remember the exact placement they had last time. I think it was number 3, but they've gone up this time. They're number 2 here at Complex. Now, this is kind of the one like almost anomaly in this list, in the fact that it's not necessarily an OP Prisons experience. Basically, we previously described it, and everyone seems to describe it as like one of the last servers of their kind. So it's actually here because I find this an extremely nostalgic experience, and I mean the server literally just reset as well, so it's actually kind of perfect. This is all working out really well for us, you know, in 2024. But yes, this is it's kind of a more old style OG Prisons, if you will, experience, and that's what I love about it. So it follows the old school kind of rank up system where, you know, you go from A to Z. That's kind of how that works, and it's just a very, very classic way of playing Prisons, and I absolutely love it. However, it doesn't mean that it's just a straightforward server that's been slapped together and, you know, it's just OG Prisons. You sit here and you mine blocks. Okay, absolutely not. There are so many custom features here on this server, and all you have to do is spend 5 minutes on it before you start to realize that. And also, shout out to their fully like custom like freaking UI and texture pack and all that stuff. That stuff's really cool. This is a 1.20 server, just to note as well, so make sure when you guys do log on you use that. But I think the last time that we checked it out, the maps are kind of listed to last about 6 to 12 months or so. So there is basically it's something that you can, you know, you can grind up and work towards over a longer period of time than the more like competitive, you know, super intense servers. Now again, there is a tutorial that you guys can do. If you do /spawn and then do /tutorial, it's going to take you through this this whole little thing that's going to kind of explain just what everything does. I definitely recommend doing it because, like I said, it's not a fully basic server. There are a whole bunch of features that you're going to want to know about. So doing this tutorial the second you log on will give you a much better explanation than I'll ever be able to give you about what's, you know, unique on the server and what you should do when you log on. So you'll get a little bit of cash when you do complete the tutorial and whatever, so you will actually be able to rank up from it. I think I got my entire rank up pretty much just from that, so I'm going to go ahead and rank up. That's easy money, and you get yourself a rank up crate key when you do that. I'm just going to play a little bit and show you guys, you know, exactly what the deal is when you start out, because you know, I feel like that's just a nice way to start it. But yes, as you guys can see, so many custom things on here, like all of the textures and all that crazy stuff is, I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous. Come on, give me that. Oh, I would have taken that. I would have taken that. 150 tokens is not bad. We'll take that. One of my favorite things about the server as well here is that they do actually have MCMMO, which is something which I feel like got removed from a lot of servers for the longest time. And the fact that they have it actually satisfies me a lot. It basically is a way of having skills that you can level up, and like you can make your pickaxe mine insanely fast and all that crazy stuff. Like there's so many crazy things. I won't go into what MCMMO is or how it works because I could be here for literally forever. So in regards to the like pickaxe advancement system, it's literally just like another token based system right here. So you guys can see that if we wanted to, for example, upgrade our fortune, it will cost us tokens. We have 156 tokens right now, and tokens are achieved by using this lucky mining enchant to actually get more. So essentially, the more you mine, the more tokens you get, etc. You can actually get keys from them as well. So yeah, it's definitely an OG feel, but I think I like that. Oh, there's no think about it. I do like that. It's something which got missed out on a lot of these servers. Now it's actually not activated yet. I think because of the reset. I'm assuming that's why. But basically, we showed this off last time, and basically there is a skull island where you can basically fight custom PvE mobs to get like insane loot. So that is another really cool thing. If you guys are into like fighting or whatever, like I was not going to go in here even if it was open, but essentially it's not open right now. But yeah, there's just so many cool things on here like this that you just add to the experience. Also, I've just noticed this, but I've realized that you can actually like coin flip not only like your money in game, but like GC balance as well, gift card balance, which is actually kind of really cool. I like that. Yeah, that's a basic sample here of Complex. Again, my number 2 server for this year. It's just, you guys can see, like, I mean, look at some of the insane things that you can get on here. It's definitely a server for the people, so that's what I'd say. Joining us at number 3 on the list, okay, is going to be OPLegends. Now, I'm not sure if they've been on one of these top lists before. They might have done one time or two, but basically this is a server which, I mean, you guys should probably all know about by now. They've been on my radar for a long time, but I recently personally decided to check out their prisons, and that's why I'm putting them at number 3 today. This is another server where essentially everybody gets their private mine, their own private mine, so everything you work on is like your own personal kind of experience. You don't have to like share the mines with anyone else. So it's very much the kind of new way of doing it, and that's how that's going to work. So everyone gets their own private mine. Again, I'm going to play a couple minutes just to, you know, show you guys the exact progressions that you go through and some of the different features and such. Now, one of the cool things I really like about this one is, again, the work that they've put into their custom UI and all that good stuff. Like when it comes to enchanting, this is how you enchant your pickaxe. This freaking window right here, look at it. So it costs orbs to enchant pickaxe, like to add enchants to your pickaxe. It is, of course, OP Prison, so you can expect your pickaxe already straight off the start just to be pretty insane. Like you're going to notice it pretty quickly. But we already get orbs, you know, straight off the bat, just for the fact that we've got orb greed 25. It's basically just another way of saying fortune, I guess. But yes, that is how you're going to be grinding up your orbs to enchant your pick. Now, you essentially have a block pack that will collect blocks as you're mining, so you can actually just quick drop to sell it. So you just hover over, quick drop, boom, that sells everything. It gives you the money you need. All the crates and stuff are virtual on here, so you can just claim your keys, go in here, open, and all that good stuff. You get to like choose if you want it with animation or not. Super cool animation here, I will give them that. This one's absolutely ridiculous. We get 10,000 blocks of orbs, so basically it's the equivalent of if we mine 10,000 blocks, that's what it's going to give me. So yeah, that's actually pretty crazy. We've now got 10,000 orbs. We can use those orbs to go ahead and essentially enchant, like I said earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and let's add a level of fortune here. I believe, yes, that's what we're adding. So there we go. Let's add 2 levels of fortune. We now have a fortune 2, I believe. I think that was our first fortune. Yeah, fortune 2 on here. So we should be making some pretty good money here. Obviously, it's all backpack based, so we're gonna have to wait for that to fill up again. And this is the percentage of my rank up that we currently have. So we got to get that to 100. And we just upgraded our skill for mining, so it's a skill based thing that we are essentially, I mean, we get rewards for. So I'm not gonna say no. So yeah, you can then use obviously the rewards you get from that just to add on to different things. It's a very cool and pretty intuitive system, I would say. I feel like it's fairly easy to learn. So you guys would only really need to jump on and play for a couple of minutes before you like really know what you're doing, kind of thing. Again, another one of the things I love about this server is the fact that keys, once again, are very obtainable. Everything like that is very satisfying to use. So it's you know, it's something that you really want to. If you guys are freaking obsessed with keys like I am, then it's something you're really gonna notice. I don't know. Some of you guys probably don't care about it, but I just I enjoy opening keys. That's for sure. 5,000 blocks of orbs, not anything crazy, but we'll take it. We officially have a rank up available, so let's go ahead and do that. That will go ahead and rank me up. We should now be rank 2. Well, I guess rank 1. I guess we start at rank 0. Now, we did go ahead and get a skill level up right there. One of the cool things that also happens here is that, like, if you get, for example, a bunch of keys or whatever your reward is, it basically just auto claims them. So we actually want a whole bunch of things, and it basically gives you a list of the rarest items that we won. So it's very cool in that way. In like, it just progresses for you. You don't have to go through all of the like opening pointless things kind of situation. So yeah, that's a cool thing. Now, you may have noticed I've just been casually mining, and sometimes we'll come across a beacon that we've been mining. Now, we've mined essentially 3 beacons. Now, this is actually relative to the competitive side of the server, where, as you guys can see, the top gang, for example, has gotten 90 million week 2 beacons. So yeah, it's pretty, it can get pretty insane, but yeah, that's how you kind of play competitively on here. But there are all sorts of custom items that you guys can you know, take a look at here. I'm not going to go through them all because, like I said, if I wanted to, it would take me literally hours. So if you're really into the whole like custom side of it, getting a little bit deeper into the game, then there are some pretty insane things. You can get boosters or boost modifiers here. You can get armor based stuff. You basically get these relics that are like things that you can just grind away at. So you can go ahead and put this in the incubator NPC, and then it will give you a challenge. So for this one, for example, we have to mine 60,000 blocks, and then it will give us potentially one of the rewards under that list. So they've got some very cool things. You know, I would say this is a very in-depth, I think, server, but I think once you learn it, it will come to you very quick. As you rank up, you actually get to sell your blocks for more money as well. So that's kind of how the like scaling of it works, because you'll notice immediately, like I did, as soon as you get to this point, like if you now sell your blocks, you get so much more money, and the rank ups come a lot easier. So yeah, it basically everything scales with your progression. So that's super useful. I mean, I guess we may as well incubate our epic relic. Why not? And then we've got 60,000 raw blocks. I guess it's raw blocks that you have to then mine. It will tell you your raw blocks, by the way, that you've broken in the entire season, if you go ahead and like hover over your pickaxe. So that's another cool thing. Yes, another very in-depth server. Definitely recommend. Number 3 on the list. Come check it out. The information is, of course, down in the description. Okay, and number 4 takes us back to a kind of OG feel, at least I think link anyway. And of course, this is, I'm sure you can already tell, PurplePrison. Now I'm going to tell you why this is huge, because actually this server's been in our placements before, and of course it's back again. It has to be, realistically. It's an absolutely insane server, and you guys, there's one thing you should know about this one, okay? This is a server that is absolutely in it for the long haul, okay? These maps usually last a couple of years, and this is literally just reset like a couple of weeks ago. Think about how early we are now into that reset. It's ridiculous. Now, the reason I say this is more of an OG feel, I mean, if you literally just look at it, like I'm just taking a quick look right here, you guys can tell that this has a more OG feel to it, surely. Now, this does actually follow the like traditional kind of rank up method and rank up system, but of course there's a whole bunch of very, very cool features and stuff like that that are new and that are custom to the server and stuff like that. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look at what we've got here. I mean, I already have like 160 million, so I guess we could probably do a max rank up here in a second, but this is like the OG of OG freaking OP prison servers. All right, there we go. We ranked up max. We got all the way to, what did we get to here? I think we got to M, which is actually not as far as I thought we'd get with that amount of money. But basically, yes, this is the OG of OP prison servers, if you will. It follows the A to Z, you know, rank up method, so very, very traditional. But then after you get, I believe, to Z, it then goes to like a kind of rebirthing type of system where you then just basically go through again. So it all kind of works like that. Now, the biggest thing that I think I would mention about PurplePrison is like it's 100%, well, not 100, but it's pretty much 100% community driven. And the whole point of like the economy on here is that it's like player based, and like everything on here is player based trading and stuff like that. It's basically a server for the players. But you'll see, even with like the crate system and stuff like that, this is just like it's such a nostalgic thing, you know. We even gotta wait for the dude to freaking finish opening his keys. There we go. We've opened all of those right there. Yeah, you guys can see. You guys know what's going on here. So if you played Prisons back in the day, you know, back in like I don't even know what time frame to say, 2015 to like 2018, then this is pretty much what you'll see of a typical prison server. But it's just the fact that it's been going that long. They've obviously taken that kind of OG feel and then perfected it so that their community absolutely loves it. So I can guarantee that if you're into that kind of a server, then this is absolutely for you. But for example, like it has the old like player freaking plots and whatever, and this is where like all of the store and stuff, or all of the like trading and stuff goes down. One of the coolest features which I've always found about this server is that they have like player ads for plot shops, if you will. So essentially you can buy like a spot on this little like ads section, and you can then go and like see their shop. So for example, this is a fish shop. If we visit it right now, you guys will see you can essentially like buy a whole bunch of different things. You can start buying your fishing rods and all that good stuff. Like it's intense. They don't mess around when it comes to player shops on here. They've even got the old mine bombs. You guys will remember these. Freaking detonate these in the mine, make the whole thing just freaking kaboom. You guys will see it right here. Here we go. Boom. There we go. And it automatically sells it as well, which is super satisfying, can say. But yeah, like I say, this is just the absolute crazy OG version of everything. Like, I don't know what's happening and how I have so much money right now, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna complain about it. We'll rank up max. We'll rank up max, no problem. But yes, like I said, this is a server where the maps last absolutely forever, like literally years. So it's not really one that you play to get reset every month or whatever. It's one that you're in it for the long haul. You build up your rep here on the server, you build up your riches, and it's just a very, very cool nostalgic feel to it, with the OG, you know, competitiveness of prisons, of essentially being the best, but taking your time with it. It's not something you have to freaking get together in a week, you know. Now the enchant system is just based on tokens, like a lot of them are. Essentially you just go into /enchant and it'll give you all the options that are available for the pickaxe that you're currently holding. So for example, we could buy token fortune right here, which I'm actually going to do. If we shift left click, I can buy all of the levels. There we go, which will essentially give us more tokens and enable us to enchant more enchants. That is how that works. Now this server actually has an absolutely massive community, and this is to the fact where I think their Discord has like over 120,000 people in it. So you guys could tell that this thing's been around for a while and it's got a very, very loyal community. So again, I definitely recommend you guys jumping on. If you were a fan of OG prisons or OG OP prisons, if you will, back in the day, then this is definitely the one for you. It's what you're going to want to be on. You know, it just has that feeling. It just has that insane feeling, and it just can't be ignored. Now filling up the last and final slot, okay, is going to be MCPrison. This is a server which I've actually done a couple of videos here on, you know, in the past, but I haven't actually played it too much recently. But you know, I seem to remember having some very, very good days here on this server. So I felt like it was, you know, necessary to put it at number 5, because I do have a good previous experience here on the server, and it's something which I feel like you can just spend some time grinding and have a good time on, you know. Now bear in mind, it's been at actually a long while since I like properly played this server, but from everything I remember, it's very good and competitive server that you guys are really going to enjoy. So essentially, as soon as you join this server and you come to your mine, you're going to have an auto miner. He's just going to be chilling for you. He's going to be doing the work. You know, he's pretty freaking crazy. He does just go crazy. So for the first little bit, you're not really going to have to do much because I mean, he'll literally get your rank ups. So it's always a good little bit of progression. But I do find that this is one of the most you know, in-depth servers and has a lot of different features. So for someone that's looking at it for the first time, it's extremely overwhelming. So I would recommend that you jump on, you kind of find out for yourself, because it will kind of take you through exactly how everything goes, you know, as you get through it. But like via your pickaxe, you can pretty much take control of everything that is in like your prison's hub. For example, you can like take a look at the pickaxe, I mean, which I have, which is just this reef raker. It's pretty it's pretty low level thing. You can of course use e-tokens, which is the enchantment currency, if you will, to go ahead and upgrade your enchants in here. And then you can take a look at, for example, your auto miner enchants, and you can upgrade the kind of pickaxe that he's using in there. So it's all just kind of it all kind of works together in its own way. Like nothing really is a separate entity. Everything kind of works together. But as you can see and probably tell, I've not played for a while on here, so you know, I'm just kind of supporting it based on the fact of how it's previously been for me, and you know, how I've previously found the experience. So I would definitely recommend on this one jumping on and taking a little look for yourself, because like I said, it is very in depth. It can be very confusing. So you know, I'd recommend jumping on. Yes, there we have it. That is the top 5 list of my favorite prison servers, guys. There we have it. Like I said, I just wanted to show you guys a brief example of each server. I don't necessarily want to tell you how to play, because each server has its own unique way of you playing it. I don't necessarily know the best ways on every server to get yourself rich, to get yourself up there. So that's just kind of my little sample. Play this server absolutely how you see fit to play it, okay? Make sure you do jump on, give them all a go, and see what they're all about. If you do jump on, make sure you use the IPs that are down in the description or that were on screen at the time of me showing you them. And if there are some changes to the list, then I will be doing a updated 2024 summer edition, okay, where I will actually go along and I think what we're going to do is during the recording, I'm going to play like an hour of the server and then kind of list the pros and cons of what I think of each of them. Now, I think that's going to be a really cool idea. But guys, make sure you do go ahead and like this video if you've joined any of the servers or found it useful at any point. That is going to be it for this top 5. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and let me know what you do find to be your favorite server down in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in a video here in the near future.